Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Our oceans are among the oldest features of Earth and tend to play a vital role in the age-old mythologies of various cultures. Within these ancient and expansive bodies of water, civilizations tell tales of abominations that once ruled the seas, impossible gods and monsters of yesteryear that helped compile this list of the 10 scariest mythological sea monsters. Now, before we get started, help us out by hitting that like button and be sure to leave us a comment because we're always looking to engage in interesting conversations with you. Also, don't forget to click the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. Number 10. The Kraken. A classical creature first detailed in 12th century Norway, the Kraken has morphed into a variety of different on-screen and literary monstrosities. In the Natural History of Norway, Bishop of Bergen, Erik Ludvigsen Pontoppidan, described the Kraken as the largest sea monster in the world with a width of up to 1.5 miles and starfish-like protuberances. Though the gruesome picture of a ship-sinking sea monster was diminished slightly in the 18th century when French scientist Pierre Denis de Montfort linked it to a large Kraken octopus, ultimately it's commonly agreed that the oversized Kraken was really just a giant squid terrorizing the Norwegian coast. Number 9. Umibozu. Technically a spirit from Japanese folklore, the Umibozu is still a mythological devil of the deep blue. The big-headed, mischievous atrocity is said to capsize the ship of any brave soul that addresses the sea-dwelling creature. Other lore of the Umibozu paints it as a demonic entity, thought to be drowned priests that indiscriminately shipwreck those that cross its path. Often depicted as serpentine with a cloudy body and a shaven humanoid head, the Umibozu is said to appear on calm nights to wreak havoc on ships. If it doesn't outright destroy a vessel, it demands a barrel from the crew, which it fills with water and dumps on the deck of the ship to sink it. Number 8. Tiamat. In Mesopotamian mythology, Tiamat is described as the physical representation of the sea, making her the ultimate sea monster. As the goddess of saltwater, Tiamat mated with Abzu, the god of freshwater, to reproduce and give life to the lesser gods. According to legend, Tiamat and Abzu intended to kill the lesser gods, but when intercepted by Ea and Marduk, the two were slaughtered. Marduk cut Tiamat in half and used her body to create the sky, the earth, and the clouds, while her tears formed the Tigris and Euphrates. Originally depicted as a dragon or sea serpent, Tiamat's popularized form as a multi-headed dragon spawned from Dungeons & Dragons in the 1970s. Number 7. Yormungander. The beast of Norse mythology, Jormungandr is also known as Midgard serpent or world serpent and inhabits the ocean surrounding Midgard. A child of Loki and Angerboda, Jormungandr was dispelled into the ocean by Odin, and it was there that it grew massive enough to encircle the earth. The serpent is of simple design, but its formidable size is impressive, making it a match even for its rival, the god of thunder, Thor. Yormungander is said to wrap around the world and grab hold of its own tail. When it lets go, Ragnarok, or a massive battle akin to the Viking apocalypse, is prophesied to begin, resulting in the deaths of Odin, Thor, Loki, and other major Norse deities. Number 6. Iku-Turso. Though there's no clear description of this Finnish mythological sea beast, knowing what it looks like isn't necessary to cower at the thought of it. Iku-Turso is described as the bearded one, the ox of Tuoni, thousand-headed and thousand-horned, and according to the text of The Birth of 9 Diseases, is believed to have fathered 9 diseases with Leviathan. Among these are consumption, gout, rickets, scab, colic, and ulcer. Other versions of the mythology peg Iku-Turso as the Finnish god of war, which may explain the World War II Finnish submarine named after the sea atrocity. Number 5. Qalupalik. Qalupalik may not have the size of other monstrosities on this list, but the Inuit mythology surrounding this humanoid is no bedtime story. Their scraggly long hair, greenish skin, and long, slender fingernails paint an unsettling picture, like a witch of the sea. Within the mythology, the Qalupalik was said to target disobedient children and take them away in their amati, or a pouch customarily used by the Inuit to carry children. Like a sea-dwelling Krampus, the Qalupalik would take the children back to her lair underwater, where they would remain forever. The haunting humming of this sea witch was said to lure children away from their parents for an easy grab. Number 4. Hydra. Sporting 9 serpentine heads, this oversized water dragon was the offspring of Typhon and Echidna in Greek mythology and hassled the marshes of Lerna. With one immortal head, the Hydra was free to reign over the land near Argos, taking what it wanted. Should one of its heads be cut off, 2 would grow in its place, making dealing with the beast a chore. Enter Heracles, son of Zeus and Alcmene, who was tasked with destroying the Hydra as part of the 12 labors bestowed upon him to atone for murdering his children. With his nephew Iolaus, Heracles succeeded in killing the undying beast by severing each head, cauterizing the wound, and finally burying the immortal head under a rock. Number 3. Caribdis. Rooted in Greek mythology is Caribdis, which made appearances in the Odyssey and Aesop. This oversized sea nuisance was believed to be a destroyer of Grecian ships as they trekked across the Strait of Messina. In later mythologies, Charybdis was the daughter of Poseidon and Gaia and partook in the feud against Zeus. While her size has never been detailed, Charybdis must have been large enough to entirely consume trade vessels, but small enough to be able to live under a rock that would fit in the channel. Depicted as a toothed beast, Charybdis' existence may have actually been rationalized by the existence of a whirlpool within the channel. Number 2. Leviathan. Religious history has wrought many legends, but the most monstrous may be that of Leviathan, which made appearances in the Book of Job, the Tanakh, and even in Christian and Jewish lore. Leviathan's appearance and backstory differ from region to region, but one thing tends to remain constant. It was a serpentine beast that ruled the high seas. By the 17th century, the term Leviathan became synonymous with any large sea beast, including great whales, such as Moby Dick. Dubbed the Demon of Envy and the Torturous Serpent, Leviathan was also said to be the physical incarnation of the Hellmouth, or the animal that swallows the damned for their last judgment. Number 1. Scylla. In connection with Caribdis, Scylla was the other half of the terror in the Strait of Messina. Eventually slain by Heracles, Scylla was described by Homer as a beast sporting 12 dangling feet and 6 heads, each with a terrifying row of teeth. Classical depictions were slightly less monstrous, as she was often illustrated as a half-woman, half-serpentine sea goddess, complete with a fishtail and canine heads protruding from her waist. We did say slightly less monstrous. Before being destined to devour sailors, Scylla was once a stunning nymph adored by the sea god Glaucus, but was turned into a beast in a fit of jealousy by the witch Circe. From the entire Top 10 Archive team, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like and leave a comment, maybe about which of these sea beasties you'd least want to sail across. Also, click the bell to be notified when we upload the next new video.